It's a late one, I know, but I'm going to go ahead and hit you up with a little bit of a stock market daily news. I think we got a lot to cover today. Specifically, one major point that I think is the most shocking, and it's right here listed on your screen. Futures were down, obviously, yesterday when we extended the social distancing guidelines until the 30th. So the dream of having the economy open by April, clearly not coming to fruition. We're talking the end of the month now. And honestly, you think about it, you thought this was going to get hammered. I mean, in my opinion, I thought the futures were going to get absolutely hammered. I thought absolutely this market was going to be very red today, as people lost, hope for it. No, the market was green. I swear to you, the Dow was up 3% today. Are you kidding me? The Dow was up 3%, Nasdaq up 3%. I mean, everything was up 3%. Are you kidding me? In a day like today, obviously my portfolio wasn't because I have a little bit too much real estate in there, so I was, flat on the day. But regardless, we also have the testing reaches more than 1 million. More than 1 million Americans have been tested. No other country has conducted that many tests. I'm getting a little Bernie in there. It's a little bit less Trump, a little bit more Bernie, and I don't want that. More than 100,000 tests per day are being conducted. This is the Secretary of Health. FDA Commissioner said Abbott Laboratories will be delivering tomorrow its new test that can produce positive diagnosis in as little as 5 minutes, which is huge news. Huge news. We see FEMA sending ventilators to New Jersey, Michigan, Illinois, and Louisiana. Honeywell says it's doubled its production of N95 masks and is working on doubling it again soon. Eventually, it will boost production to 5 times what it is today. Huge stuff there. United Technologies has started manufacturing face shield and expects 10K shields in the next 4 weeks. Not that much, to be frankly honest with you, but so far, out of the million tests, we've got 159,000 cases and 3,000 deaths at this point. So definitely not what you look for. It's definitely very sucky. You hate to see it. Death rate right around 2% for us too. It's kind of with numbers you would expect, that were given, but just you hate to see it, honestly. In all things, it just sucks. You don't want to see that, any of it. But overall, 1 million tested versus the 159,000 cases seems a little bit low in terms of the case amount. You feel like it'd be a higher percentage of the population that actually has it, and I think there's a good chance they do. I think they're really still strictly going to those who specifically they know might have it, those who have traveled, and those who show all of the symptoms. Those are the ones really getting tested at the moment. So we also had the FDA. That's right. The FDA has okayed emergency use of malaria drugs to treat this. 30 million doses of hydrochloroquine from Novartis and 1 million doses of chloroquine from Bayer. So definitely this is an emergency use. This is something that was actually, talked about weeks ago. We talked about this weeks ago as a potential treatment. In France, they ran a test where 78 out of the 80 that they tested found success and shortened symptoms because of hydrochloroquine as well as antibiotics. So this definitely could be a game changer for people in terms of our death rate, no doubt. I don't want to see people dying. So this emergency use could be huge for us until we find an actual, antiviral that proves better than the rest. We need something though, regardless. So I appreciate the FDA doing this. It's helped quite a bit, definitely quite a bit. So I'm excited to see what happens there. And we weren't being lied to, guys. I mean, everyone got so mad initially whenever, the president tweeted it out, as they should be. I mean, he did it based off of very little information, but it was really just him saying that it's promising results. And now guess what? The FDA is actually approving that use. So I'm just saying all those people that Don't listen to the media, guys. The media tries to get us down too much. So much negativity going on in the media. We just want to look for positives, you know. We want to look for potential success, and this is potential success. So I like to see it. We've got Apple getting estimates cut. It's something I say every freaking time. So they got cut to 290 for the price target. Um, there's a reason for it, but every freaking year, analysts just come out of the woodwork to say, oh, iPhone estimates are down. They've done it for 3 consecutive years now, and they've been wrong consistently. They got it right 1 year as far as that is concerned, but the stock still skyrocketed because they increased services, they increased other aspects of their business, wearables off the charts. So these guys are just wrong all the time. Don't listen to any analysts when they're actually covering Apple. They really don't know anything. Just be 100% honest with you. They don't know anything. Just a darn fact. We see Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, as I say his name is, even though that's not true, will forego salary for a year. Bob Iger forgoes salary for a year. Are you kidding me? Chapek's taking a 50% pay cut. And again, not a huge deal, all things considered, because they get most of their money in stock bonuses. It's all bonuses, guys. I hate to tell you that, but that's how that's how high-level executives get their money. It's from bonuses, usually stock options, but woo, just saying. So, obviously, we'll see what happens there, but definitely good for them, taking pay cuts when they needed to. Microsoft launches a new Consumer 365 package, so 365 Personal and Family will roll out April 21st, and it costs $7 a month for individual and $9.99 for the family version, which includes up to 6 users. It includes Microsoft Editor, the AI-powered Word Assistant, and a tie-up with Plaid Technologies that lets Excel users track and analyze spending habits by important data from their bank account. So pretty cool there, all things considered. The package includes a new parental control app that can set activity limits on Windows, Xboxes, and Android devices. Pretty cool. I think Xboxes is Xbox I, would be the plural, but, who am I? Microsoft Teams will also included in the consumer bundle. In other news, company announced Skype saw a 70% jump in usage in the month during March compared to April. Crazy stuff. Skype now being used by 40 million people. Crazy. Video conferences, as I said, is a huge thing right now. L Brands trying to sell 55% of Victoria's Secret business. It is up in the air. No one knows if it's going to happen. Definitely good chance it might not happen. If it doesn't, L Brands is definitely going to take a huge hit. As you saw today, it did take a huge hit. So they were looking to load off a business that was not doing super well for them. We had one of the Mary Jane stocks, Kronos, reporting some earnings. So revenue of $7 million only. It's 70% up. That's not all that good considered. Net income, you see a big, huge increase there, but that was due to $118 million gain on revaluation of derivative liabilities. So, sorry, that's not actually money they're bringing home. If you look at it, positive EPS is good, but their non-GAAP EBITDA of negative $51.9 million, down massively. Which I guess is positive, all things. So cash flow ops, $53 million down. Don't like to see it, but nothing's looking great for that company. But they really did a great job in terms of profitability. Can't deny them on that. Revenue just is lacking for sure. You see overall they missed by, that's right, missed by $9 million in terms of revenue. You don't like seeing that. Obviously that thing was, they lied to me, they fibbed. They fibbed. Revenue of $23.75 million, up 96%. They fibbed to me. Those numbers seem wrong, but, who knows. Gap furloughing employees. We expect this to happen. These non-essential companies are going to end up letting go of these employees or technically putting them on leave. We're going to see it quite often. It's going to really weigh down on the balance sheets of these companies. They're going to be paying out wages to companies or to people that aren't working for them. which is crazy. You see that and Casper Sleep also. All these companies really are doing this, and other companies are trying to take them in. We see like companies like Kroger that are accepting in people who have been furloughed, as in laid off technically, temporary layoff potentially. They're taking them in for whatever time they can get them, whether it be a month or 2 months. Which that's what's great about this. The retailers are hiring people. There are jobs to be had, but we will see a great increase in terms of unemployment. I work with the public, and frankly, talking to people, I know a lot of people have even mentioned that they're applying for unemployment, so we'll see how that goes. But we have Ford and GE partnering on ventilator production. So very big stuff there. Companies have a goal of 50K units within 100 days and create the capabilities of production quickly scaled to help meet growing demand. So very cool for them. I'm glad that they're partnering up on that. And we're going to wrap it up with a boring piece. Planet Fitness will take additional steps to proactively strengthen financial liquidity during the period of closing. So is withdrawing the outlook because they expect to be closed for longer than expected. And even in the event that the clubs are closed the rest of the year, they said they're planning they have a getaway plan. They'll figure things out in terms of liquidity and make things work for them. So exciting stuff. This is the news for you today. I hope you enjoyed.